expecting from the Golden Gophers?
A long run in the NCAA Tournament.
What about Michigan State?
Nothing. No, they'll be good like they always are.
JB, just defensively, Mike said, hey, we got to take it personally, not rely too much on our help guys. Were those the points of emphasis in practice today?
Yeah, I mean, it's been the message since, it happened in Atlanta. We spent the next, 2 days of practice and shoot around working on defensive schemes. And again, and for us, it's not a matter of are we capable, it's not a matter of do we know what we're supposed to do. It's a matter of executing it. And, I think we got caught up in our offense a little bit because we were scoring the ball. We thought we would just rely on our offense, and we got away from who we are. So, we know what we need to do defensively. We just got to go out and execute it.
Well, do you ever look up at the guys that are out there and say, well, I can't yell at him about that because he wasn't here for training camp, and he's only been here a couple weeks. Maybe he doesn't fully.
Yeah, I mean, what we do, there are certain things that come up in a game that we may not have been able to cover. The base of our defense, though, guys understand what they're supposed to do at this point. You're going to have lapses sometimes because, a guy gets tired, a guy gets frustrated, and then the first thing they do is go back to what, their habit that they had from before. But our guys have a pretty good understanding of what we're trying to do. And again, they're intelligent enough where you shouldn't make the same mistake twice. And I think that's when it gives me an opportunity, to get on guys. If a guy makes a mistake, we tend to let it ride. It's when a guy makes the same mistake multiple times that it becomes an issue.
C.J. Miles gets hurt, and then with C.J. Miles being hurt, that kind of takes away a floor spacer who can open the floor and get some shots up and get some ease for Conley to score. How do you feel that gap?
Our small guys got to step up. I think there's opportunities now for Tyler Dorsey to play more. We've been working with, Ivan and Bruno playing, more stretch position and being comfortable out there. Chandler, had a good night the other night in D.C. Hopefully we can build on that. But, I think everybody, our smalls in particular, just going to have to step up and play. There's opportunity, possibly Javon, all those guys get an opportunity to play.
And with the Hustle being in the playoff hunt, does that play an impact in decision making as far as like two-way players?
Yeah, it always make an impact on the decisions. The opportunity for guys to play in playoff moments is a big piece of development. So we'll always weigh those options.
You know, back-to-back coming up this weekend. It's been a little while, a couple weeks since you've had another one. Had one. Conley sat one half of it last time. Do you see anyone sitting for rest this weekend? Or
no, we'll see how exactly. I mean, we have to get to it and see what happens tomorrow and see what happens on Friday. We don't have a plan going into it that somebody will rest one of those days. But with the limited bodies that we have now, guys get banged up. We just have to be careful with guys. But there's no expectation of going into it with somebody missing one of those games.
Looking at what Conley's done over the last few weeks, when you changed the offense coming out of the All-Star break, was part of that maybe to see if we could unlock a little bit more out of Conley's offensive game?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to give him as much space as we possibly can. And, a guy like that who has the ability to get in the paint, the more room you give him, the way the league is set up, the way the rules are set up, it's set up for, guys to be effective on the offensive end of the floor. So we wanted to see if we can give him a little bit more of an advantage because, we knew he was going to be carrying a little bit more of the weight offensively.
The pace has ticked up pretty significantly since the trade deadline. Is your sense of that is the team's playing in transition more or just getting into half-court stuff fast?
I think it's a combination of both. More so for us, we're still not, a blazing team that gets things at the rim early in the clock, but we are quick enough to change ends faster, get the ball out of bounds faster, get the ball across half court faster, and then there's guys who can beat their man and break down the defense and make plays. So we're creating open shots, earlier in the clock, which is the difference you see in the pace.